Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Yin Home Practice. My name is Kathleen. If I haven't met you or practiced with you before, what you might want to have near you for this practice, if you have blocks, that's perfect. If you don't, maybe just a couch cushion, pillow, anything like that. I also have a strap. If you don't have a strap, anything like a scarf or a towel or even like a long sleeve shirt will work with what we're using it for. Maybe also a blanket if you have tighter hips or just want to be super cozy in your savasana. Yin is one of my favorite things to practice at home. It's a lot more, in my interpretation, about your internal environment than how anything necessarily looks. So we'll do a little bit of gentle movement, but the majority of the practice is going to be longer holds with relaxed muscles, the goal being that you deeply stretch your connective tissue and kind of, instead of grasping for a particular posture in an active way, it's more passive, more receptive. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Find a seated position you can maintain for a minute or so. Option to sit on your block or blanket. Take a moment and draw the eyes closed. Check in with your breath before making any changes to it. Observe the quality of the breath and see if you can create a little bit more space for the breath to come easily in and out. Find length in the spine. Lift the collarbone up. On an inhale, lift the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, relax the shoulders down the back side of the body. Chin draws slightly up and back, roof of the mouth parallel to the floor. We'll start with 3 cleansing breaths here together. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. 2 more just like that. Last one. Throughout the rest of the practice, option to take your Ujjayi pranayama, so that's breathing gently in and out through the nose. Slight restriction in the back of the throat, so the breath sounds like the ocean coming in and out. If you'd like to take a moment and set an intention for your practice, good time to do so. As you're ready, gently blink the eyes open, gaze remains relaxed. Inhale, bring the arms over the head, palms touch. Exhale, plant the right palm, left arm up and over, lengthening through the left side body. Inhale, come back to center. Switch sides, right arm up and over. Draw the chin slightly back towards you, palm faces down. Inhale, back to center. We'll do one more round. This time maybe a gentle bend in the elbow or perhaps the forearm plants. Inhale, come back to center. Opposite side. Inhale, back to center. Plant the left fingertips behind you. Right hand comes to the outside of the left knee. Inhale, gentle stretch up. Exhale, look over the shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Finding your opposite side twist. Inhale, create length. On the exhale, deepen your twist. Inhale, come back to center. Interlace the hands behind you, draw the palms together. Maybe this is enough of a stretch in the chest. Option to find a forward fold as you lift the fist up. Inhale, come back to center. Keep the hands interlaced. Bring the hands to the right side hip crease. Inhale, gentle stretch up. On the exhale, right ear draws to the right shoulder. Think about scooping the left shoulder blade down the back side of the body. Hands stay there. Inhale, crown of the head comes back to center. Exhale, left ear towards the left shoulder, just to the point of a opening sensation. Inhale, back to center. Bring the hands to the left side hip crease. Inhale, gentle stretch up. Exhale, left ear towards the left shoulder. Inhale, come back to center, right ear this time towards the right shoulder. Inhale, come back to center, release the grip, find your way into a child's pose. I'm gonna go for knees mat width distance, big toes to touch, dropping the hips back, walk the hands forward. Forehead comes to the mat. Breathing gently in and out through the nose. Allow the breath to expand through the back sides of the lungs. We had requests for hips, shoulders, upper back, so we'll do a little bit of everything. From here, walk the hands over to the right side of the mat. Place the left palm on top, option to interlace the fingers. Relax the left shoulder, left side body. On your next inhale, walk the hands through center and over to the left side of the mat. Place the right palm on top. Option to interlace the fingers. Relax the right shoulder, right side body. Inhale, come back to center. One last slow, steady cycle of breath here. Inhale, walk the hands back up towards you. We'll do next a puppy pose variation. If you have your blocks, you could do this just as well without the blocks. I like it with the blocks. Elbows bent, drop the chest down, palms together, draw the fingertips up towards the ceiling, perhaps thumbs come back towards the shoulder blades. You could also use, if you don't have blocks, something like big old dictionaries that are the same height. Relax the jaw, relax the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. We'll be here for a minute. Couple more slow, steady breaths. On your next inhale, gently straighten the arms. Slowly, mindfully come out of the posture and into a kneeling position, so knees together. Walk the hips back. Option to stay right here. Maybe this is enough of a stretch in the ankles. Option to ground the left fingertips down, grab the top of the right knee, and just lift up slightly. Option for the other side. Beautiful. Coming next into a toe sit. Shift the body weight forward, tuck the toes. About second part of awkward. Maybe this is enough. Over time, you can start to walk the hands back. Go slowly, because this is a posture that gets more intense quickly. Eventually, bringing the hands to heart center. Lift the collarbone, relax the shoulders. We'll be here for a minute. On your next inhale, gently shift the weight forward, plant the hands, tap the feet out a little bit. And come into a tabletop, knees underneath the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders. Couple of rounds of cat-cow here. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the tailbone, gaze up. Exhale, press the floor away, tuck the chin, round the spine. You can tuck the toes if that helps you articulate the spine. Inhale, gentle back bend, broaden the collarbone. Exhale, press the floor away, round the spine, draw the belly button in. Take a few more here, moving with your own breath. Good, then pause in tabletop. I'm going to use my blocks for this one. We'll set up next for a low lunge. It can look like a 90-90 lunge. We'll start with the right foot forward. You can stay right here. Option to start to walk the left knee back. You can always fold the mat for double cushion on the back knee or slide the blanket underneath. Relax the left glute. So in certain yin postures, you support the body weight. In this one, of course, the arms are supporting a bit of the body weight. Rather than thinking of using the muscles, think about using the skeletal system. So you're staking the arms down almost like stakes in a tent. Check in with yourself, see if there's any muscles you can relax anymore. About 5 more cycles of breath here. As you're ready, mindfully release the posture, shift the body weights back, bring the right knee back. You can move the hips side to side, maybe gentle circles. This time setting up for the other side. Right knee stays in line with the right wrist, left foot comes forward between the hands. Stay right here in your 90-90. Or gently walk the right knee back, finding length in the front side of the right hip. Try to be conscious of the left knee on top of the ankle, not further beyond it. Find your position, settle in, and hold in stillness best you can. Even out the count of the inhale and the exhale. Slow, steady, controlled. Couple more slow, steady breaths. Inhale, mindfully release. Bring the left knee back. We're going to come back to sitting down, kneeling down position. You can always slide a block underneath the hips for added support. This may look something like prefixed firm. You can open up the knees a little bit, feet pointing straight back. Grab onto your strap or whatever you have as a strap substitute. You'll want to give yourself more space. The tighter the shoulders are, hold the strap out in front of you, and then lift it up and all the way over to the back side of the body. Try to keep the arms straight, spine straight best you can, getting into the ball and socket, rotation of the shoulders. On your last round, find that place where you feel a little bit sticky and hold there. Slightly lean to the right, just to the point of sensation. go in the opposite direction. Beautiful. Bring the strap back in front of you and release. Shift the body weight forward, lie down on the belly, coming next into Sphinx pose, so elbows underneath the shoulders, forearms planted. Breathe into the lower back here. If the shoulders are coming forward, slide them slightly back. Option for a neck release here. Drop the chin to the chest. We'll do one more minute here. Option to hover the elbows or straighten the arms. For seal pose, I like to walk the hands slightly back towards me. Spread the fingers wide. Relax the pelvis down. Always feel free to close the eyes in any yin posture. As you're ready, slowly lower down to the belly. I'm gonna have to move my candle for this one. Extend the left arm, wrist approximately in line with the shoulder, left cheek to the mat, gently press in, right leg comes up and over. Doesn't have to be all the way, you can simply stack it if you'd like. Stretching out the left shoulder, left side body. On your next inhale, gently bring the top of the right hip down to the mat. Extend the right arm, right cheek comes to the mat. Gently rotate up and over. Right shoulder blade scoops down the back side of the body. Allow your mat to support the body weight completely. Plugged in, anchored, connected. Inhale, come back to center. Hands underneath the shoulders. Gently press up to tabletop. Walk the knees forward. Come through to seated. Extend the right leg out. Left foot tucks in. Inhale, find length. Turn frame over the right leg. And go down. Option to use blocks here to support the head. Not a bad one to use if you have a pillow or a cushion. Heel far away from the hip bone as possible. That gives you more space in the skeletal system. And then you can relax the muscles. Practice allowing any thoughts that happen to just flow through your mind. The brain is made to have thoughts. Our practice is to not attach too much to those thoughts or get stuck anywhere. Just let it flow through. Become aware of where you hold tension in your body and see if you can relax those areas in every single posture. For me, it tends to be my jaw and my shoulders. So even though this posture seemingly has not much to do with those areas, I'm consciously relaxing them. Option to stay right here for your final minute, or mindfully come up and create a side bend. Hand comes to the lower corner of the rib cage, draw the elbow back, slide the right hand down the right leg. I'm going to rotate for better visibility. I like to gently bend the elbow and support my head and neck in the hand. Option to extend the left arm. That's a lot on the shoulder. Leave it right there. Left sits bone down. It's a good one for your QLs, which tend to tighten up when you've been sitting a lot. Next inhale, mindfully restack the spine. Switch out the legs. Right leg tucks in, left leg out cornerwise. Inhale, find length, turn to frame over the left leg. Find your forward fold. Again, option to support with a block, pillow, whatever you have. Settle into your posture, then find stillness. Option to stay here for your final minute or find your side bend variation. Be mindful in your transitions. Hand comes to the lower corner of the rib cage. Draw the elbow back. You could eventually, if you like, grab onto the foot. I feel a little bit collapsed when I do that, so I prefer not to. Always creating space in the body and the mind. Right sits bone down if you're side bending. Breathe here. Inhale, gently come back to center. Next we'll do a wide-legged forward fold. Extend the heels away from you. The legs can be anywhere from piece of pizza to 180-degree angle straight line, which mine will not be. Hands in front of you. Lift the tailbone up. Slight internal rotation of the femur bones. Big toes can point down to the mat. Start to walk the hands forward. Imagine the belly button will touch the mat first. Another time to use bolster, pillow, blocks, whatever you have. Or maybe you want to just have the forearms down. We'll be here for 3 minutes. If you're looking in one direction or the other, not a bad idea to switch halfway through. About 5 more slow, steady cycles of breath. On your next inhale, mindfully support your transition. Hands come to the outside of the legs. Gently draw them together. Root the tailbone. Give yourself a nice big hug. Find length in the spine. And find your way into a Baddha Konasana. We'll only do one of these, so yogi's choice whether you want heels in towards the body or feet more out like a diamond shape. You can support the knees with a block on either side or whatever you have. Home practice, chance to get creative in your prop use. Find what you like. You can stay upright if that's enough or start to forward fold. If you're in a diamond shape, the spine will be more like rounded. If the feet are in towards the body, the spine will be more like flat back, straight spine. Slow, steady breaths in and out through the nose. Nothing else to do, nowhere else to be. 5 more slow, steady cycles of breath here. As you're ready, gently restack the spine. You can straighten the legs if you'd like. Next, we'll go into a reclined fish pose. Again, if you don't have blocks, use a bolster or whatever you do have. I like to set it up so the top block is on the short setting and the bottom one is on the middle setting. This will support your head and neck. This one long ways between the shoulder blades. Scoot down a little bit. Courtney had asked for upper back. This is my favorite for an upper back release. Once you get your block settled, various choices. You can have heels together, feet fall open. If you'd like to keep your Baddha Konasana, feel free. Arms can be down by the side. Or the one I really love is cactusing the arms. Allow yourself to be perfectly supported. Relax the shoulders, chest. Relax the space between the shoulder blades. You can stay right here. Another option for the shoulders, if the arms are in cactus, just flip them kind of down, palms face down, then walk the elbows in close towards the body and slide the forearms underneath the block, just a different rotation of the shoulders. few more slow, steady breaths here. My preferred transition from this shape is to gently extend the right arm over the head, bend the knees, rotate to the right side body, roll over to the right in fetal pose, removing the blocks. And gently return to the back. Supported bridge will be up next. Feet hip width distance. Press the feet in, lift. Slide a block underneath the sacrum, flat part of the lower back. Tuck the shoulder blades underneath the body. Relax the hips, pelvis. Few more slow, steady cycles of breath here. Gently press the feet into the mat, elevate the hips, slide the block out to the side, lower one vertebrae at a time. Keep the left foot planted, cross the right leg up and over, free range of motion of the foot. This is figure 4. If you prefer a different traditional pigeon / swan variation, feel free. Maybe this is enough here for the right hip joint option to draw the left knee in towards you. Slide the hands through, interlace the fingers beyond the left knee, and relax. If this isn't quite working for you, you can also use a wall if it's near you. I'll show you this view. It looks the same setup wise, you just simply use the foot on the wall. Find your preferred variation, settle in. option for your final minute to straighten the left leg. Maybe the heel drops closer into the hip crease. You can interlace the hands beyond the calf muscle or maybe beyond the foot. This is the same physical shape as folding forward into toe stand. You're just oriented in a different way. As you're ready, gently lower the left leg down. Draw the knee in so you're changing the angle of the hip joint. Draw the knee in towards the right shoulder, just like wind removing pose here. Extend the left heel long. You can roll out the ankles, toes. And with the left hand on the outside of the right knee, gently draw it across the body. You can extend the right arm if you'd like. Inhale back to center. Hug the knee in one more. Then gently put the right foot down onto your mat. Make sure the hips are neutralized. Left foot crosses up and over. Free range of motion of the left ankle. Can stay right here. Gently draw the foot up. Interlace the fingers beyond the knee. Perfectly normal to have different experiences on either side. Maybe a different variation works better for you on the left hip. Relax the jaw. Relax the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Final minute option to find any other variations. Maybe the heel slides down closer to the body, right leg can extend, interlace the fingers beyond the calf or beyond the foot. You could always use your strap here if you like. Gently release the posture, right leg comes down. Interlace the fingers beyond the left knee, draw it towards the armpit. Hand comes to the outside of the knee, guided across the body, option to extend the left arm. Gaze can remain upright, or if you want to include the neck and the spine twist, chin touches the shoulder, gaze over the left fingertips. Inhale, gently draw the left knee back to center, hug it in. If there's any last shapes you'd like to take here before your final Savasana, feel free. Maybe a happy baby, plow pose. And when you're done with that, give yourself a nice big hug. And on your next exhale, extend the arms, extend the legs. You can place a blanket or bolster underneath the knees if you'd like. I often like to put a blanket on top of my hips and pelvis for a sense of grounding. Take up as much space as you'd like. Eyes closed. I honor you here and now with 2 full minutes of perfect silence and stillness. As you're ready, start to bring the awareness back to the breath, noticing the cool air on the inhale, slightly warmer air on the exhale. Feel the places where your body's connected to the mat, to the earth, plugged in, nurtured, supported, connected, a part of all that is. As you're ready, start to bring some gentle movement to the fingertips, toes, wrists, ankles. Maybe the head goes side to side. And in your own time, in your own way, eventually make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Returning to seated, take a moment and check in with yourself. Notice any differences in how the body and mind feels as compared to the beginning of your practice, knowing that this space is accessible to you at any time, was created completely by you. We'll end with the sound of an optional Om. Find length in the spine, hand comes to heart center, deep breath in. The light in me sees the light in you, and in that place we are one. Namaste. Hope everyone is safe and well. Love you all, and can't wait to see you soon.